All right, so I think we'll probably might have one or two people joining us that aren't in RCIC, so I'll try to catch them up. I don't think we're going to go too much longer. I'm just going to really do an intro. So I want to do like just be able to put it on to. I'm creating a new playlist that'll be on YouTube, so it won't be on the RCIC playlist. So I'm going to show a little bit, just do an introduction like everybody's here that doesn't already know me. So no, but it's for the AI, and then I'm going to show kind of the 3500 tools, and I'll actually show the actual GPT for the this AI stuff that we're doing. I'll kind of give an update on it. So like I said, good evening, everyone. It's like thanks for joining us. So tonight's going to be the public introduction of what I'm building and what we're going to use it in a practical way. So at this highest level, this GPT is organized around 35 core categories and 3,500 tools. So the point is not just to have information. The point is to help people get to the right answer, right action, or right next step faster. So tonight we're going to simple introduction to prompts. Then I'm going to show how to make some better prompts. And then third, we'll show the GPT and the 3,500 tools ecosystem that can help people in real life and real business. So a lot of people think AI is magic. It's not magic, it's leverage. And the better your prompt, the better your leverage. So tonight I'm going to go what a prompt is. We're going to go why most people get weak results, how to make prompts better. I'm going to try to trigger a couple of live events. And then we're going to quick look at the GPT and 3,500 tools, and then we'll open up to any questions. But if you're going to, it's just three of us. Unless we get a lot of other people start joining us, just feel free to ask them during the any time. So in prompts, if you give vague instructions, you usually get vague output. It's that whole garbage in, garbage out, and that's what people are going to get from AI. And so if you give clear instruction, context, and a goal, your results will immediately improve dramatically. So prompting is less about using fancy words and more about giving. You want to give context, what the goal, what the constraints are, and the desired output. You want to have your you want to tell it what your outcome, what your expectations are, what the end result is. So we're teaching framework. So prompt formula is role, its context, the goal, the constraints, and the output format. So say it like this: if you want better prompts, think in 5 parts. Who the AI should act like, what it needs to show, what you want done, what limits matter, and how you want the answer returned. Then give examples. A weak prompt would be, help me market my business. A better prompt would be, act like a local marketing strategist. I run a real estate investor community. Give me 10 Facebook post ideas for attracting new members in Denver or anywhere else. Keep the tone direct and practical. Include headlines and call to actions. Another weak prompt, help me buy a house. The better prompt is, act like a first-time homebuyer coach. I live in Colorado. My budget is $450,000, and I want to compare FHA, conventional, and down payment assistance options. Explain the pros and cons in plain English, and give me a checklist of next steps. So a weak prompt, write me a social media post. Write me a Facebook post promoting tonight's public Zoom at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Mention that it is open to the public. No RCIC or AI membership is required, and include a clear registration call to action. Make it energetic but professional. So the best line to say about prompting: do not try to sound smart. Try to be clear. AI does not reward vagueness; it actually punishes it. And the prompt tips quickly. Here are the easiest ways to improve your prompts. Be specific. Give background. Say what success looks like. Define the audience. Then ask for the format you want. If the first answer is not right, that doesn't mean AI failed. It means you are now in a conversation. Refine the prompt. Here's a live thing, basic prompt versus better prompt. So give me business ideas. Give me 10 side hustle ideas for a single parent in Denver who has 10 hours a week and less than $500 to start. Rank them by ease, startup cost, and earning potential. So say, same topic, completely different result. Real estate use case. Help me analyze a rental deal. Then improved. Act like a rental property analyst. Analyze a duplex purchase at $525,000 with 20% down. 7.25% interest, 4,200 monthly rent, 700 taxes, 180 insurance, and 8% maintenance vacancy assumptions. Give me cash flow, cash on cash return, and top risks. So that's a good thing. And you guys get into your everyday use cases, and this is what really this is. It's really going to be. It's really going to help people. So find help for elder care. Act like a family support navigator. I need elder care options for my mother in Colorado Springs. Compare in-home care, assisted living, and respite care. Include likely costs, key questions to ask, and a decision checklist. Coincidentally, I just actually did this for my parents using this. Transition into the GPT. So now here's what gets powerful. Most AI tools feel like a blank page. Blank pages are overrated. What we've built is organized. Instead of starting from scratch every time, this GPT is connected to 35 categories and 3,500 tools. That means you can approach real problems with structure. So instead of wondering what should I ask, you can start from the area of life or business you actually need help with. How to describe the 3,500 without, this is not a 3,500 random graduates thrown into a pile. It's a structured ecosystem. There are 35 categories. Each category contains 100 tools focused on a specific area of life or business. So whether someone needs help with real estate, healthcare, jobs, contracts, content, finance, scheduling, public records, side hustles, or research, there's a path. So, we cover everything from general help, home services, automotive, healthcare, childcare, and elder care, all the way through residential real estate, investing, legal jobs, small business, marketing, finance, taxes, education, technology, contracts, records, household management, content, animation, and research. And actually, I've got almost 2 versions of it. I'm bringing the version that I intended is now going to be back, where it actually gets into some other stuff like food and beverage, food and drink, and fun and games for concerts and sporting goods and kind of things people want to do, recreation. So it kind of it winds down into the 3,000s. You're going to see a lot more than that. So there's only 2 lists, but I'm actually going to prioritize the second one that has more of the because it's like everyday life. Go find a sports league or go things like that, because people want to use it to find things to do as well, not just fix their home or fix their car or find a dentist. But it helps. It really helps awesome. The value is not just information. The value is organized decision making. People waste time because they do not know where to start, what to ask, what step comes next, or what they're missing. This GPT is designed to reduce that chaos. So I'll kind of skip down a little bit just because I know I'm going to get a little bit of a. So you always want to ask, when you guys first get into it, you would say, what is one area of life or business you wish AI could help you with right now? And so for a lot of people, this thing is also going to be good at helping them, like maybe have a grocery list or a to-do list, things they need to fix around the home. They can start looking for they can start researching things using the AI. It's pretty incredible what it can do. You can actually get it to bring up, you can look at websites, catalogs like Home Depot, or you could go to the home decor stores, and you can research a lot of things that maybe you want to improve your home with, or you can research a vehicle purchase. You can research anything really. So it's kind of cool. This thing is just like RCIC. It's really unlimited, and I think it could go potentially beyond 5,000. I think we can add a Craigslist type marketplace at some point, and even some point. It's right now, it's supposed to be 70% consumer, 30% business. Obviously, my goal is to go big. If we ever to do ads, people would be taking paid out, then their paid ads would be, we're going to have a significant amount of people already using this system. So it's kind of cool. So, we'll get into this a little bit. Let me get into it real quick. Okay, let's run let's show how to build a prompt. Could be you are a service directory in Denver, Colorado. Let's just say, can you find a plumber who works on drains connecting to the public utility. On the homeowner side, they may to excavate can you show me licensing and any complaints? Now, obviously, we're in thinking mode, and we're not actually in the GPT yet. So I'm just kind of show you like how would you build that kind of a prompt. And most of these prompts are going to be in there. I built a lot of them in 3500, but several times, like I've said, sometimes like if you're not using it all the time, sometimes they'll change the name of it, of the tool. So that's a strong live example because it shows the difference between a rough request and a, sorry, that's somebody else, and a structured prompt. So you are a service industry director in Denver, Colorado. Can you find a plumber who works on drains? So just like I said in that, and here's how they would sharpen it. A better prompt is act as a local service reach assistant. And so what we're going to encourage people to do when they first get this is actually have a little bit of an instruction, like, you know, learn how to how to have a better prompt. Like it's saying now, act as a local service research assistant for Denver, Colorado. So I need to find plumbers or sewer contractors who work on the homeowner's sewer service line, not the city main. The issue may require excavation on the homeowner side before the connection to public sewer. So then you go in and say, please find 5 reputable companies. Then it's going to talk about for each company, show their name, their website, their phone number, whether they appear to handle sewer, lateral, or service line excavation. So that kind of more vague prompt turned into a more significant one. And it's pretty good. Check local official licensing or regulatory sources when possible. Check for any visible complaint history, disciplinary actions, or consumer warning. So it's pretty good on that. Put the results on a table. After the table, give me a short summary of which 2 look strongest and what questions I should ask before hiring one. If information cannot be verified, say not verified instead of guessing. So it gives the AI local service reach assistant. It gives them a lot better, you know. So it's pretty cool. So now you've got the really good prompt. You got the better prompt and you got the best prompt. The best prompt is where you add the role, you add the scope, the output format, the source priority, and a rule against guessing. So it's kind of cool. Then you can also show them the domain knowledge piece because this is where AI gets useful. In Denver, the city is responsible for the main public sewer. So here it is, it's educating them on the actual city and what the city's responsibility in that situation is, while the property owner is responsible for the private service line up to and including the tap to the main. Denver also says that for a private tap or service line, homeowners should hire a licensed plumbing company, and anyone digging should call Colorado 811 first. And it gives the off-ramp and the link for that, for the underground utility located in the city and county of Denver. Ironically, that's the same website you would go to for foreclosures and all that in Denver. So that's just, Denver's got a huge, huge website. But you guys see how that just really turned it. You know, it can teach people. So we want people to go in when they first get it and kind of, you know, learn how to put a better prompt together. That's going to get them a much better response. And so they get the live demo, and it's a pretty good situation. Real quick. And then you get into licensing. You can get into complaint history, vague. So it talks about a better prompt, tells the AI where to look and where to rank, and official enforcement and discipline first, attorney general or regular complaint channels, consumer review platforms, and also as the Colorado Attorney General has a consumer complaint process. So what I like about this is being able to use the AI. It's coming up with a lot more information than you would probably get if you went to Google. Obviously, if you went to Craigslist or any of these platforms, Angie, you go to homes.com, Carfax, cars.com, anything like that, you're going to get what the people put in for their advertising. You may, from the platform, get a few disclaimers for legal protection, but you're not going to get the information. They're not going to get any of the information that this is going to get. So it's kind of cool. So I'm just going to go ahead real quick and jump into the GPT real quick. So this is what the GPT looks like. So in here, obviously, AI for real life helps everyday people and small businesses use AI to solve real problems, get practical tools, clear steps, verification guidance, and next actions across 35 categories built for real life. So help me find the right tool, AI tool for my situation. Show me how to use AI for a real life task. Help me verify a business, service, or process. Route my problem to the right category. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and check, and then I'll check these a couple of times. Then I got to make sure I put a return to default in there. So I might have to go back and retool something. Here's your custom AI tool matcher. I can help you pick the right AI tool fast. I'll keep it simple and match it to your real situation, not just give you a random list. My routing is based on your everyday AI system guide. What I need from you, reply to these three things. What are you trying to get done? Is this for personal use or a business? What do you want the AI to do? Write, research, organize, automate, create images, analyze documents, or something else. You can paste your answer like this. It tells them how to do it. Then it says, here's the fast way to choose the right kind of AI tool before you reply. Use a chat assistant if you need ideas, writing, planning, summaries, explanations, or help thinking through a problem. Use a document AI tool, so if you need to read contracts, invoices, PDFs, manuals, forms, or long files. Use an image AI tool if you need graphics, mock-ups, product photos, flyers, social posts, or edits to a picture. Use a spreadsheet data AI tool if you need budgeting, sorting, analysis, forecasting, or clean up of messy data. Use an automation AI tool if you want to save time on repetitive work like follow-ups, lead tracking, scheduling, or form handling. Use a research compare AI tool if you need help choosing between products, services, providers, softwares, or vendors. If you use a business workflow AI tool, then you got the consumer support AI tool if you need help with complaints, disputes, government steps, applications, or service navigation. The best tool depends on your exact goal, whether it is personal or business, whether accuracy, speed, automation, or cost matters. So send me your situation in one sentence, like I am run a cleaning business and need AI to answer leads and write estimates, and I'll match you to the right tool and tell you the best option. So either of you will have a situation you want me to put in there, anything you wanted me to check on, and I can actually show you how we do it. So you can go in this way, or you can actually, in another one, those 4 items, you can actually pull up the entire list. But I'm actually revising that and because I had to put the fun and games back in there. So there's a couple different things on it. Let me see. I'm trying to see any kind of thing in real life. Are you both? I know you're both unmuted. Okay, try to make sure you guys are both unmuted. Samantha or Curtis, either of you have anything you want me to put in there? Or I can create something as well.
Not really. I did, like I told you, I think last night, I did do some shopping for insurance, but I
Are you
don't
looking for
think.
homeowners insurance?
Well, I
I thought
currently
you
I
said
have
something
my
about a bundle.
homeowners bundled with my auto,
Okay.
and I can find auto insurance cheaper than what I pay, but for whatever dollar amount I save on auto, my bundle, the homeowner will go up just that much. So they've got me pretty much trapped here because of the fires.
As an insurance industry expert, and advise a homeowner.
And my zip code is 96122.
And zip code. What is it?
96122.
On insuring their home.
It's a 1950 square foot home.
Their you're a single family residence.
Right.
I'll put that up in parentheses. It should know it because we do enough real estate. Um, and possible bundling with auto. With, let's just say, high wildfire.
It'll do it. It'll find the fire part without you mentioning fire. Believe me.
I know, but I'm trying to be specific.
Okay.
I'm trying to dial in with wildfire. Uh, with wildfire. With higher wildfire danger. A concern. Uh, focus on insurance carriers that offer discounts based on mitigation. Okay.
Let's see what it does.
Because that's what mitigation I was talking about. What my parents are going to do in their house. The fire department offers that.
I just paid it just about an hour ago. So
Watch it come with some discount, and you're like hating yourself.
it'll be okay. I would cancel and just get a prorate. So, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Then I'll save it as a PDF for you, so you can see it's going to check like a ton of insurance companies, and it's looking to see what's going on. So then it pulled up. It actually pulled up Series 1900 to 1999. Tool 1999 is a custom catch-all in the series. So it did. It actually that's so. This is actually good because what I did is I set up anything that ends in 99. So 099 and 199 is like a catch-all custom. It's like anything that doesn't come up in the normal tools that people are looking for. It'll kind of create that. So lane one is standard homeowners carriers that publicly reward wildfire mitigation. Lane two is the fair plan and a DIC. I'm not sure what DIC. Oh, Division
Yeah,
Department.
the fair plan is if nobody else will insure you, the fair plan will for about 3 times what I pay now.
Yeah. Say homes in higher wildfire risk areas can face wildfire surcharges from 15% to 300%, and those surcharges are not reflected in its comparison tool. So there's the off ramp. The best carrier
Yeah,
targets for your situation: CSAA, AAA, So I don't know if you've already seen this one. Like I said, I'll make a PDF for you. So if there's anything in here you want to that'll help you with it. So it talks about that one. State Farm is worth quoting because the public says in California, homeowners who take proactive wildfire protection steps may qualify for community level and property level wildfire mitigation discounts. They also offer, of course, the home and auto bundling. It's not just price for the exact eligibles for new business. So you should be able to check with them.
yeah.
Mercury,
The State Farm agent is right across the street from me, and we've had a few conversations. He can't compete.
Mercury.
Mercury is pretty good for auto, if I remember right, but I don't know that they offer any homeowners in my zip code.
It might, well, we can check it. I mean, I'll put it in there for you.
Yeah,
Farmers, travelers. What mitigation matters most in California right now? And then it's got the recommendation. It's got some. Let me see if I can generate this. Save as a PDF. I can DM to the viewer. That way I'll just send you the PDF for that way. And then it does have the off ramps in there. My parents had the same situation. Like, so Safeco, it's funny because Liberty Mutual owns Safeco. A lot of people don't know that. And Safeco is doing a lot of the policies in Evergreen, but it's all a premium. But they've if they're in what they call the hydrant zone, meaning Evergreen Fire, wherever they have hydrants, they actually are paying almost a normal rate. Whereas if they're like rated on their ISO, which is the rating of the insurance rates are, it's based on a lot of the stuff with the fire department. It goes into some pretty interesting factors because I've had to go
Well,
through.
in California, we have politicians who drain the supplies to the hydrants, so the hydrants don't really matter anymore. You turn them on and they're dry; they just belch hot air.
Okay, let me just try to scroll down and do see find out where that PDF was saved at. Because it looks like it was helpful, but I mean it may not be the. Okay, let's see if I can. Yeah, I can put this into
a. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your turn, Amanda. What's on your shopping list?
We can just make some stuff up too if we need to. Let me see if I can return to default. I mean, I don't know if that's in there. I forgot if I put a return to default in there, and if I didn't, I've got to put one in there. So let's see if it'll come up. Oh, back to normal mode. Okay. Can you, let's see, help? Let me see. A ticket. In Denver in 2026 without paying a scalper or ticket service premium. Show does as part of the output. And so a lot of these are also in the directory are actually pre-done, so people can go and get the 3500. We're just kind of creating I'm going to go see Toto. This will be the 8th time I've seen them since 2012. I already got my ticket, by the way. I already did this, but I'm kind of showing you guys where you can go through Ticketmaster, all the different concerts. You can also, like I said, you can go find a restaurant. You can go find if you like Yelp, you can go find out what's going on in a restaurant. Like Buckhorn Exchange. I'll look up a couple of restaurants that I know of and see. Yeah, so we found the official event. And there you go, it's in Series 1700. And it's in the custom catch-all as well. So the official show is in Denver is Toto and Christopher Cross and the Romantics on August 22nd. So it gives you the Ticketmaster. I already know because I already got my ticket that it's pretty much, there's some other ways to get it, but yeah, Access Marketplace, which is resale, and this is prices are set by resellers and may not be above. Or good luck with that. Um, so it gives all the information on it as the ball arena, so you can go find out all the information, like the seating chart, all that stuff. It has all the different resale marketplace information, other resale sites like Vivid Seats. They're up about $92. End up in one crawl. Those are resale listings, not face value. So it gives it, a different, gives another like ticket agency. It's kind of interesting on that. So open the ball and box off only. I'm not because it can be a can of worms when you open an off ramp to like a concert venue. Okay, return to default. I want to go in. I want to try to open the. I really want to try to just real quick open the actual where the list is. Can you show the directory of so like I see I've got it. Oh, there it does have food and games and fun and games and food and drink. So it has the updated one, so I don't have to worry about that. That's a good thing. Okay. Can you 1800 to 1899? Can you plan a 14 to 17 day travel itinerary to the UK, Ireland, and Scotland? Must have troop in the color. Has what did I say? Troop in the color, Colorado. Has an event visits to Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey. Let's just gonna say what the other one is gonna be. Windsor Castle. Let's see. Belfast. Highland and Wolf. Dublin. Guinness. And God, what's that place that everybody goes? That rock place? What's the place that has the rocks that goes around? I forgot what it is. The one that everybody has jokes that they could like knock over. And I'll just say Edinburgh.
Yeah, I can't remember right off the. I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
I'll remember it later. Did you ever see the European Vacation? It's between Vacation and Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, where Clark Griswold backs into it. Oh, it's funny. There you go. So it's going to go through. Watch this. Watch how what it does in the searching. So Curtis, you know what Harlan and Wolf is, right?
No, I don't. That's one of our favorite trips. Is just what you put there: UK, Dublin, Scotland, Belfast, and but you put a couple things in there that I am not
So Harlan and
familiar
Wolf.
with.
Harlan and Wolf. I don't even know if they're still in existence. They're the shipbuilders that built Titanic.
Oh, okay, okay,
And they're in
that would be
Belfast.
cool. Yeah, I did my own itinerary back in 2015. I probably could have used the help because I took a long time to hammer things out, and even then I ran into some snags. They don't
Look
allow
for
you.
pictures.
They allow you to rent a car in Ireland, and I had it just going on the ferry over to England, Wales and England, and the day before we left, I got a notice you can't take it off the island. You have to take the ferry, but you can't take the car. So it's like, oh, okay, well, little
And then,
things, but
so Troop
it
in the
worked out.
Color is on June 13th, and it's an event. It's kind of like the royal wedding when all like a million people are out in front of the palace down that street. And the royal, they have the flyover and all that, and the British military's out there like doing parade. It's for the it used to be, it's for the monarch's birthday. June 13th was Queen Elizabeth's birthday. They didn't change it this year, so they'll change. It's not supposed to be actually on their birthday, but the week of their birthday. So who knows if they'll change it to for King Charles. But his birthday was also in June, and so was Prince William. So it's like they may not even change it. So that's why it says the Troop in the Colors on June 13th. But yeah,
This
it's
would be
got
a great tool for this. It really is going to be very useful.
and then it gets into here. You go. It has the pictures, and then it has all the cleanest version. It's got a 16 trip date. So built at London to Windsor, Belfast, Dublin, Edinburgh. One big scheduling issues that Troop in the Colors on Saturday. So this year. While Buckingham Palace's regular staterooms opening is 9 July. It's kind of a little confused there because that just doesn't mean that like the palace isn't open till July because the royal family is not at the Buckingham Palace in July. So they go off to their private, their private castle or whatever for like their summer break. So that's when they open up the palace. A lot of people don't know that either. Don't ask me why I know too much all this about the royal family. So they built an itinerary for me, 16 days. London, Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, a free day, Windsor Castle, Troop in the Colour, Belfast, go see the Titanic Quarter, City Central, Harland and Wolff, the Titanic Quarter. For your Harland and Wolff stop, focus on the Titanic Quarter and the Samson and Goliath cranes, which Visit Belfast describes as icons of the Belfast skyline tied to Harland and Wolff. So that's kind of cool. So the shipyard still got the Samson and Goliath cranes, which are those huge cranes that move ships. And then it goes to Extra Belfast Day, Dublin, Belfast to Dublin by train. Go get hammered at Guinness for Dublin. I want Trinity College, Buckingham Palace, Dublin Castle. I want to go to Temple Bar. Temple Bar is the oldest bar in the world. It's been there since the 1700s. I just hope they've updated the plumbing. Edinburgh. Fly to Edinburgh. Go to Old Town. Go to Castle, Holyrood Castle, Arthur's Seat. There's also obviously like St. Andrews. And then it talks about how to shorten it to 14 days if you cut one Belfast day and one Dublin day. And then how to stretch it to 17 days. It also has the best timing advice. And then it has before booking flights. Okay.
Very cool.
Denver, Colorado, and London, England, UK. So, like I said, and that list does have all the categories. And then each of those lists is supposed to have the 30 about 100, starting at the 0 and going through 98, and the 99 is the catch-all. So if it's missed something. So like I said, if I can go in and put in, let me check one more thing real quick. I'll check one more thing tonight on this here, and so people can. I'll pull up one more thing on this, and then, like I said, next week hopefully we get some more people. There were some more people that said they were going to start coming next week. I'm hoping to get that group built up. So the whole thing is, if they join that group that's 99 cents a month, I'll give this to them. Otherwise, I'm going to put this out there and like on the market like everything else. So it's got my here's an itinerary. Obviously, it's got all the flight connections. So I could go there and I could take the flight connections. It's got all the look at so it's got all the places like for going around to all the hotels and stuff, which is really cool. TransLink, as far as if you want the train, then you can go click on that. So it's pretty cool how it can do this. Okay, and it's got the best flight logic here. Denver to, and then EDI, Edinburgh to Denver, and the return is open job booking. So that way you don't have to go all the way back to London. And then it's a non-stop. Denver to London's actually, they have a non-stop to London. They actually have British Airways leaves at like 8 o'clock every night and flies to London. And then United and a few other ones go. Backup that is Denver to London, return to Edinburgh to London to Denver. So it's kind of cool. And then they've got the 14-day version and they have a 17-day version. It has all the verification, what to verify. Making sure you can get tickets to the castle. Making sure there's Buckingham Palace. Like if you want to go see, I mean, everybody can go see the outside. They do have some tours of the state, the official state area of the not the royal families like apartments and stuff, or the people that live there that support the queen or the king or what now. But they have all the like the public, kind of like the White House. How to go to Guinness? Like I should have tested. Is there like a limit? Let's see.
Good itinerary.
June 2027. Because I'm definitely not going to get there this year. And then I'm going to check like one more cool thing about. So the household division that just popped up. So there's those different versions. You guys see the guards that have the red uniforms and the black fur hats and all that in front of the palace. They're not, like, people still don't understand, they don't work at the palace full time. They actually are actual military units that they transfer in for, like, I forget, it's 90 days or it's 6 months. It's either one. That one's the household division. Is mainly, they have different divisions. They have the Welsh Guards. They have another one from Ireland, and they have like the Coldstream Guards. When they're in front of the palace, nobody can tell them apart. They have a little patch that's on them that says what unit they're actually from. It's kind of interesting. The Coldstream Guards. So here he goes. There it is, just playing out my Series 1800 1899. No. So it's got my schedule for me and all that. Oh, I hate this when people call me on Messenger when I'm on. I was in. So yeah, so it's got days to 11 and all that. Okay. I have a 2000 Subaru Outback. And would like to research the VIN. So let me pull my, because I just had to write it down earlier to make sure I got it right. So give me 1 second to enter that. To make sure it's right. So I built my own Carfax. I actually did research this VIN number when I bought it. Yeah, and you can pull up a separate history for that. There you go. See, it's going to go search several things for me. So back in October when I bought this car, I looked at 5 different Outbacks, and this was the one that was in the best condition and had the best history. So it's kind of useful. Built by Subaru Indiana Automotive, 2014. So it actually breaks it down. So it's got all the information. Yep. So there you go. There's the vehicle history, and you can pull that up to look at this. So I could actually go further, and I could pull all that up. I could pull up the title information, anything that's a public record. Open recall status of exact VIN. They use interactive VIN lookup pages. The right official places to check are Subaru's recall lookup and the VIN recall tool. Both say recall status is VIN specific. So I can go search for all the recalls if I wanted to. This is really good and meaningful for people, especially if they're in the buying part, if they're looking to research it. So, you can go look at open recalls, title, brands, accident history, mileage history. It's got the VIN pattern, so it gives you the off-ramp for that. Vehicle history. It's pretty good. So that's a pretty cool feature to have. Let's do one more thing that's kind of cool, and then we'll maybe call it a night, because we'll probably run out. Can you find me okay. As a tour operator for the Denver market, I am looking for a restaurant with the oldest liquor license in Colorado. It also serves can you provide the public transportation and reviews? I pulled it up on that first, on like the second website. But it's going to give me the public transportation on how to get there. Ironically, when I went out to the that event on Saturday, I passed by it. So at 10th and Osage, the Buckhorn Exchange. Historic steak and game restaurant that publicly claims Colorado liquor license #1 and serves prime beef steaks along with buffalo, elk, and other game. So Visit Denver repeats that first Colorado liquor license claim, Westward, which is like a community newspaper, as the important nuance that this means it was the first in line when licenses were reissued after Prohibition, not necessarily the oldest bar in Denver. So it actually Buckhorn Exchange, and it's actually kind of a cool little building and everything. And they got liquor license #1 and when Prohibition was lifted. So for steak, you're covered. Their official menu site describes it as Denver's original steakhouse, prime grades, beef steaks. Then as the RTD, the Regional Transportation Districts, there's actually a station right across the street from it. So it's kind of cool, and they have an official stage for 10th and Osage. Then it has lines, lines service it, the D line, the E line, and the H lines all go by there. Denver, it tells how to get there from Denver Union Station, how to get there from Denver International Airport. It also has TripAdvisor and OpenTable, so people can go make reservations. With the tour operator for a Denver visit, it's a very good fit if you want a classic Denver one-stop historic dinner that checks all three boxes: landmark status, steak, and easy rail access. It is especially convenient for visitors staying downtown or arriving without a car because the restaurant is directly by the 10th and Osage Light Rail Station. Good to know before you go, it's current dining hours. It has all the hours. It talks about reservations. You can make it on the system or you can go to OpenTable. When you want directions to downtown Denver Union Station, the Denver Airport, it'll map it. Okay. From the Denver Airport. This is actually pretty much the route that I took when I went out to meet Dakota and Brandon and all those guys at the that event at the Gaylord. Because the Gaylord's like one of the last stops. The Gaylord Resort is like one of the last stops before the Denver Airport. So this is kind of a cool feature where people can actually go out there and they can ask for like how to get their public transportation. You know, if they want to go have a few beers to celebrate and don't want to take any risks driving, they can get out. They can go to, this is one of those restaurants they can go literally right to. So it gives all the good rule of thumb. It has the RTD where they can get the online ticket or you can get it at the hubs. They don't sell tickets obviously at every bus stop, but they do have at every station they do have kiosks. So it talks about that, so they can get in. Here's how to, the next ride and all that. Here's the hours for the Buckhorn. It repeats it. Okay, one more thing. What is the current news about Burnham Yard? And so you can do follow-up questions. I'm going to ask him what the current news about Burnham Yard is. So Burnham Yard is actually it's been there for the late 1800s. It's actually where all the trains, it's kind of like all the trains meet there. It's a big train yard, a lot of industrial, a lot of warehouses and all that. It's shifted from transportation first to the Broncos, because the Broncos are buying all the land around Burnham Yard to build their new stadium. So it's active now. So official project was announced in September 2025, and it talks about that. So people, and because it's Burnham Yard, people actually go right by where Burnham Yard is to go to the Buckhorn Exchange. It's right off the light rail. So it talks about that for current events. So it gives you, so people can go research this. They can go to the Denver government's website. They can go to Denverite. They can go to the Denver Broncos' own website. So it's kind of cool. People can go through and research stuff. They can actually kind of get in a rabbit hole and learn everything about that, what they're doing for the. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I will process the Zoom for YouTube. So what do you guys think of this? I think it's pretty cool. It's still going to be a work in progress, just like RCIC, but I think people are ready. I think for 99 cents a month, I think a lot of people will like this.
I think it'll be useful.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
because the whole thing with that Curtis thing that I was telling you the other day, and so for Manitou, is if I could get 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 people doing that at 99 cents a month, then it helps with some income and stuff like that, and I can put a lot of time into working on RCIC and adding some tools for all of you there too.
well, how much are you offering this to the public for? What is
Well, I'm actually going to sell it to have a price. But if they come into that sponsorship thing, it'll be I'll also provide it. But it's just I'm working on what price would get people into it. What I'd been doing is, because it was like RCIC, I couldn't figure out the how to make it a subscription. I did put it on Patreon, and what it was $25 and so I'd go then and get 11 months on me. If I could go in and pay $25, and then on Patreon I could give them a link for 11 months free, so I could, and it was kind of a promo, and I probably had about 20 people sign up for it. But it's like I'm
It's
trying,
a Bitly link
but I,
conundrum.
yeah, but the subscription thing on Facebook's a lot easier to go, hey, 99 cents or $1.99 or something, or $2.99 a month. It just depends because if I do it on Facebook, I could probably, and I could then I have the GPT. Obviously, they get the link, they get the Bitly, just like we do with RCIC. They'll get it in that.
Right.
They'll get it in that the second group, the one that's more like the inner circle. And then because
You
that
got to
that's
put like some little device in the coding that if somebody doesn't pay, then you can somehow blow up the Bitly link to it and
no, there's a way
disconnect
to
them.
do it. There is a way to do it, and I researched it, but I don't know. I think for a lot of people, in 99 cents or $1.99 a month or $2.99, they're not gonna, they're gonna find use for it. Hell, somebody goes
Yeah,
and buys a car and saves 3 grand. Are they gonna concern themselves over paying $11.88 a year?
no, not at all.
Yeah. So they're just like RSIC. It's giving me building all my YouTube stuff for me. Let's go to the core categories. All this stuff. So it's kind of cool. And then it's kind of there you go. There's my thumbnail. And I'll have it optimized like it suggested. Yeah, what I want to do really on these Mondays is I really want to go more deeper into, like, and also giving people a chance to come on and what are you searching for? Because I think I can find them a lot of stuff what they're looking for if they're looking for a dentist or something. I want to do real use cases. I don't want to, like, just be on here like, hey, I'm doing it my way. Like, I want to find things that people are looking to join. Like, what have you been able to find, or what do you're looking for sporting good tickets. You're looking to go see a show that might be sold out. What if you could use RSIC to get a Broadway ticket, or some, like, one of those shows in Las Vegas that's always sold out, and you could find a way to get it on the open market. So that's kind of cool. This is really I'm kind of gonna have to learn how to run this grid because RSIC I try to keep a little bit of I